Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. Now, some of you might argue, why am I using Greek mythology as an example? Again, it is the core of Western culture. The governing class is Greco-Roman themed. Think about rich people and their statues, Greek societies in college, right? Frats, fraternities, the Freemasons, and how much they talk about Greece and Rome. And what the Roman Catholic Church. And the Protestants simply branched off from that, and they define Western civilization in terms of Roman terms. Rome, to most people, is what civilized, so-called civilized the West, and with that Roman scale, that Greco-Roman scale, they claim to have civilized the world or something to that effect when they colonized it and brought it various technologies and so on and so forth. Now, when we look at Greek mythology, right, Zeus raped countless people. And those rapes are figurative, and they have to do with formulas and spirits and techniques, okay? And they evolve. It's the same kind of foundational blueprint. So we see Hades kidnaps Persephone. It's psychological, right? Psyche's even a deity, and it can be literal. It's like rape by deception, using the construct, what have you, using lies, using calculated lies, using psychology, and there's rape using force and coercion and so on and so forth, right? This is a blueprint. It's the core model, and then they have various applications of it and forms of it. So we see that, the rape of the Sabines, Jupiter, who's Zeus's Roman equivalent. We see with the Hades, we see Hephaestus raping Athena. Okay, we see Pan attempting, Pan raping, and we see Priapus, who can be either Pan himself or a separate deity, attempting to rape somebody, and he gets punished, and he eventually kills one of these life forms that prevented him from raping the female by bludgeoning that life form to death with his penis. Okay, so I'm being fumed and trying to remember this at the same time, but that's the general gist of the story. And so it's hard for me to I can't make videos at home. It's too fumed. The outdoors is too fumed. Okay, they mess with my eyes, so I can't look at the screen. Okay, I get interrupted by my family and otherwise, and I get fumed out of my rooms upstairs, and I have to kind of study downstairs. They do things in a way that makes it so I have to rush through videos. So anyway, so you have Pan and Priapus and Hades and Poseidon, aka Neptune. He rapes Medusa, and she turns into this monster as a result. Okay? Because of the principal rape design, because of the rape philosophies, because of the rape by deception system that Zeus is said to be the king of. Hades is alter ego, and Poseidon can be seen as alter ego, especially because they're gender neutral. Hermaphroditus, where we get the word hermaphrodite, is Hermes and Aphrodite combined, right? And there's also Hermes is also known as his counterpart Mercury, and Aphrodite, her Roman counterpart Venus. Okay, and there's connections to that with Hera and her Middle Eastern counterpart Asherah as Hera. Okay, called the quote-unquote Queen of Heaven. And it has to do with what happens when you have a rape system and you cheat the righteous and you screen them out and you use rape by deception and the financial system and coercion, etc. Okay, you build this kind of demon society that's output as demons. And it's just like with frats, where people who are older members, older families, old money, they have seniority, right? There was the deme, the first-class citizens, and there was the demos, the masses of citizens, and it's all a play on words for demon, right? The deme, and with the last letter N, and the demo or demos with the last letter N. Demos is scrambled in the word demons. And of course, it's called a magic spell. And you have Hecate, the deity of witches, and you have Hebe, and this other stuff, right? It comes together a certain way. And it's, I've researched it for many years, but it wasn't my focus. But I've researched it enough to tell you with certainty that the modern Western system, the modern global system, is a rape by deception system. And a lot of these forcible rapes and these serial killers and these mass shooters are things that were planned one way or another. The government knew that was going to be the output, whether it's psyops or whether it's just the system itself. They're reacting to the calculation of the rape by deception governing class. That is the reality of the situation. And I urge you people to, if you know a female, tell her to get her tubes tied. Okay, I urge you people to not have any children. The world is evil with no way back. The principles that would allow for there to be redemption in the future will not exist after my flesh dies. You won't have a valid redeemer or a valid path that is righteous and just. And how in Job the wicked get damned is they don't have a path of righteousness to walk. And we see that in Proverbs 8, where wisdom walks in the way of righteousness on the paths of justice. Now I'm stumbling on my words, so I'm going to end it there.